shot to move to 4-0. How do they do it?
Surprise, surprise. Coach Brunson comes back to Coach Baker with all those successful years, and he's got a great rushing attack. Again, who the heck is surprised if you know Coach Brunson? He's got Calvin Wilkes and Lane Brewer at the fullback position. Those are two backs. They're going to have to find a way to move the chains, possess the ball, to keep it away from that Jay offense.
Well, it should be a whole lot of fun. We are in Jay tonight. Our statistician, Derek Diamond, is a local hero. He's from Jay, and he may make an appearance or two tonight on the sidelines. It's going to be a lot of fun, and kickoff is coming up next.
Go, go. You wanna try me, you wanna try me, you wanna try.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We're live, we're back. As you can see, it's time to play some football here on a September Friday evening. The Royals, the home team, won the coin toss. They deferred. So the Baker Gators will be the first team to put their offense on the field, and they are ready to roll. Austin Stanley is back, as is Calvin Wilkes. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a punch kick here, and right into the hands of is that number 18? Yeah, number 18, Jordan Preston, able to fall on it there, and pretty good field position to start things off for the Gators, as clearly Coach didn't want to kick it deep there and give them an opportunity to return anything, so instead the Gator offense will come on out here and start things right around the 30-yard line.
Yeah, awesome way to start off our Emerald Coast Granite and Tile kickoff of the game right there. Going to be a lot of fun, a lot of ground. We talked about in the open, a lot of ground and pound, a lot of running the football, especially on the Baker side. Make no mistake, Jay can throw it around if they need to a little bit. But expect the Gators, like the old Brunson teams of years past, to rush the football at will.
Case Armstrong, the senior quarterback, and sure enough, first play from scrimmage is going to be a run right up the middle, and good for 2 or 3 yards, it looks like. So there you go. That's number 1, Calvin Wilkes, on the carry. Also, let's note earlier the turf report, Banfield Landscaping, hooking us up. As you can also see the starting lineups here from the Baker offense. It's Nathaniel Ball, Maddox Smith, Jeremy Fredericks, McConaughey Abden, Easton Pilkington, Colin Kelly, Declan Crawford, Austin Stanley, Calvin Wilkes, Lane Brewer, and Case Armstrong, of course, is your quarterback. And bring you the starting lineups there, of course, and that's from Florida Insurance Agency. So after the gain of 4, it's second down now and 6. Expect to see a lot of running, just as we did last week. Another handoff right up the middle. And again, Wilkes tries to pick up what he can. Doesn't get much of anything that time around, though, so it's going to be third down. Jeff, we may be seeing a whole lot of that tonight.
Yes, we will. And when you look at the Jay Royals, this defense, just make a quick note here. They have given up 0 in their first game, in their second game against Freeport, and 8 to Lighthouse last week. So pretty stout defensively.
Yeah, no doubt. Most they've given up a game, 8 points. Can't argue with that. And they'd love to get a 3 and out to get things rolling here right off the bat. Third down and about 6. after the no gain there. And again, this time going to see a pass. Rolls out. It's through the hands of number 28, Lane Brewer. He might have had a shot to pick that up had he pulled in the pass, but instead it will be a 3 and out, it looks like. And the Royals are going to get a chance right away to get that offense out on the field. Here's the J offense, or rather the JD, Keaton Payne, Hayden Morris, Tanner Mandel, Brady Godwin, Dominion Tyree, Grayson Sheehan, Stephen Davis, Weston Salter, Nick Baxley, Chase Dooley, and Caden McCall. Hayden Morris plays both ways, quarterback, of course, on the other side of the ball. A lot of guys in this game will be playing both ways, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what you love, the old Iron Man football.
Yep. Got to see a lot of that here tonight. Oh, and it's a low kick, and it ended up semi-being blocked. Really just kind of got kicked right into a Royal, and recovered by number 11, Stephen Davis. He honestly doesn't even get back to about where a first down would have been. So incredible turn of events there, and great field position on the Gator side here for the Royals. Good way to start their offense.
Yeah, give you an idea about both these teams. For Baker, look, they've thrown for 109 yards in 3 games so far this year. They've rushed for 564. You see the J Royal band right there. Looking good. They did great in the national anthem before the game as well. For your J Royals, well, they've thrown for 336 and rushed for 630. Little more balanced. I mean, if you want to call it balanced.
Hayden Morris going to keep it himself there after the fake handoff to Youngblood, but the Baker defense was very prepped, and the opening play for the Royals is not good. It goes backwards, a loss of about, looks like 5 yards, so it'll be maybe more like 6. He's still walking, make it 7. It's going to be a second down and about 17, as you can see the J offense now. Hayden Morris, of course, as we've said, playing both sides. A lot of these guys are. Godwin, Durst, Infinger, Youngblood, Williams, Fletcher, Norris, Smith, Harp, and Watson. Durst, the wide receiver, has caught a couple of touchdown passes, I know, this year, so he may be a target tonight for Morris. Second down and long after the loss there. Gonna pass it. Open man. That's number 8. Or rather, that was Durst. Was able to reel it in. Not nearly enough. They're a long way from first down, so it'll be third and really long.
First 2 plays, they're going for pass. I like it.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising. And here you can see the Baker D.
Yeah, the Baker defense. Talked about Calvin Wilkes playing both ways there. Joseph Blackshear, Austin Stanley, Terrence Clausell, Jordan Preston, Colin Kelly, Declan Crawford, Lane Brewer, McCanny Abden, Mannix Smith, and Logan Ward to round us out.
So third down now and about 13 after that opening loss. It's been tough for the Royals to get anything back. See if they have a shot here. A little sweep coming right at us here. Turns the corner, does Youngblood. And he's going to have enough, it looks like. Just a heck of a second and third effort for the running back. And as a result, that's going to be first down. Wow, didn't see that coming on really long.
Yeah, you start heating an air, instant replay, and just a simple little jet sweep around the end there. And hey, you know what? When you get behind the sticks, it doesn't necessarily fit either one of these offenses in any way. But if you can break off runs like that, boy, it'll be a long night for the Baker side.
Well, it was 3rd and 13. That's a gain of 18 and well inside territory now for the Royals, all the way down to about the 26-yard line. Big time play there. Nice conversion. Going to keep it on the ground again, right up the middle here, and that's number 24, James Youngblood. I think he'll get a lot of carries tonight as he's able to pick up about 4 there. It'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, Youngblood comes in as a primary back, the young sophomore, good-looking sophomore, rushing for over 400 yards first game. Got 7 touchdowns, so he's going to get the rock quite a bit tonight. Expect him to show out a little bit here on TV.
Yeah, no doubt about it. First time we've ever been up to Jay.
Yeah, beautiful up here.
And by the way, I will probably talk about this several times. They've been nothing but awesome. The super accommodating from the minute we got here hours earlier. The crew's off the charts. They fed us, brought in Cooter Browns. Just really awesome. Very, very, very welcoming and appreciated. Oh, look at this little reverse here.
Oh,
coming the other way,
angle
gets
on
the
him.
edge, no doubt about it. And this is going to be a big-time run inside the 10 to about the 7 or 8 yard line.
It's the Synovus red zone right there.
Yeah, that's another huge run, and it's going to be first and goal for the Royals, who are trying to make good use of the terrific field position they got after the bad punt.
Man, oh man.
That's a 15-yard run. He already had an 18-yard run. First and goal. Inside the 10-yard line here. Morris going to hand it off again. That's Youngblood who's going to try and fight into the end zone. Can't quite get there. It gets down to about the 3 or the 4. So it'll be 2nd and goal, and Youngblood wanted the touchdown there, not able to get it here. 7 minutes left. We're early going here, Friday night rivals. Jay High School, Northern Santa Rosa County, the Baker Gators out of Okaloosa County have come over. Both teams are 3-0. Battle of undefeated teams. Always nice to get that on Friday night rivals.
Gotta love it.
No doubt, man. It's cool when it works out. 2nd down and goal now. Youngblood in the backfield. Gonna be a pass. No, Morris keeps it himself, and a beautiful play. Touchdown, Jay, as Hayden Morris keeps it himself, has a nice move, and walks into the end zone untouched. Touchdown.
Yeah, Morris doesn't run it a lot. He only got 57 yards on the year, but doesn't like what he sees, tucks it in, sees some space right there. Boy, cover that football up, young man.
No
but hey,
doubt.
Beautiful finish.
Touchdown brought to you by Forrest Jordan.
The generator guys.
No doubt about it.
Gotta love it.
And that is a 7-play, 51-yard drive for the Royals in a terrific way to start this game off. The extra point now attempt is up. That's Jacob Lewis, and he is able to finagle it in, and just like that, 7-0 with 6.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Glad to have you with us on Friday Night Rivals. The Royals strike first.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back to Friday Night Rivals. So glad you are with us, and if you're a Royals fan, you're so glad about what's just happened. First possession of the game resulted in a touchdown. Can't ask for much more than that. Big night here in Jay. They are celebrating a state championship. The baseball team won the state title last year, so they celebrated that fact with the team on the field just before kickoff, right around 6:45. The offense comes out right away, gets themselves a touchdown, and it's a good start. But now, the Gators from Baker, let's see what they can do. It's another pooch kick, fielded over the shoulder there at about the 30-yard line. That's number 8, Case Armstrong. He's used to having his hands on the ball. He's a quarterback. And this time around, though, he just fields it right there, and the ball comes to a stop. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Baker.
Well, we kind of saw what both these teams do, and they do well. Obviously, for Baker, they want to run a little misdirection, much like Jay, but they can get a little more creative if they need to. What I'm worried about is Baker good enough up front to push that defense? That's a stout defensive front right there for the Royals. Can they push them, open up some gaps? Remember in the open I talked about they're going to have to possess the ball to limit that Jay offense. You see exactly what I'm talking about. Jay's going to score. You got to limit the opportunities they have.
And we will see the Gators keep it on the ground. There's Calvin Wilkes, who is the go-to back.
Ooh.
After a nice gain, pulled down on the sidelines, picked up about 6 or 7. That's a good first play for Baker.
Well, I look close to a horse collar almost right there.
No doubt. No flag, though, came out, but I'm with you. I thought they might throw one. They did not. Nice gain, though. 2nd down and 4, it looks like.
Yeah, Wilkes, 36 carries coming into this game, 266 yards. He is their leading back. A lot of speed right there. A little, look, toss sweep, trying to just outrun the Royals to the edge. Gets a good little gain right there, man. That's a tough tackle.
Baker more than 550 yards on the season, so, and it's rushing. So they definitely pretty good at picking up some yards, more than 100 a game. This time not going much of anywhere. It's going to be 3rd down. Picked up 1 or 2, so about 3rd down and down to about 2 it looks like. So
Hayden Morris, number 1 right there coming in with a stick, showing you he's not just a quarterback.
Yeah, we mentioned Ironman football up here for a lot of these guys. Look at that, Morris like, you're not going anywhere. Mixed in with a few other Royals. 3rd down and about a yard. So he did pick up 3 there. As the Clock is running. 5:45 to go here, quarter number 1. Third down. Big for third down rather for Baker here. They want to keep this drive going after going 3 and out on their first possession. And
He's
I think
got
they
it.
will move those chains.
Beautiful.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. They bring us the first down.
Yeah, a lot like last week. If you paid attention to our West Florida Tech game and our Fort Walton Beach, ground and pound, move the chains. That's how Fort Walton Beach pulled it out, and that's pretty much the style Baker's got to play with tonight. Just move the chains, eat up the clock, and just give your defense a chance.
Yep. 1st and 10. Out at the 44-yard line, still on their own side of the field, are the Baker Gators. It's going to be another handoff up the middle. That's Wilkes who's got, nice pick up there. It's going to be another 8 or so. Should be 2nd down and short.
Boy, that offensive line, I just question. Are they going to be able to stand up here and make some holes? Check this out, folks. Look at the hole right there.
Yeah, that's big time.
Beautiful. He is not touched till he gets 5 or 6 yards down the field.
Yeah, Wilkes knew just what to do with it. Ends up picking up 9, so it'll be 2nd down and 1. And Jeff, we mentioned it off the top. Worth noting again as we do the Banfield Landscaping Turf Report. This is an absolutely gorgeous field.
This is the best field we've been to this year.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's beautiful.
It
Plush.
is plush down there.
Yeah, look at us both using plush. So get me a 9-iron. Going to go right over the top, and I think he dives over the top for the first down. So the chains should move again as the Gators are on the move. And they'll take it here, crossing midfield on that last play. So 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College.
Look at that. This turf is so soft, he just bounces around.
Yeah,
it's like a
nice,
trampoline down.
Soft. Perfect.
There's the big fullback we talked about, Mr. Brewer. Him and Mr. Wilkes, they're the 1-2 punch back there.
Yep. Both fullbacks they learned. In early, especially Wilkes. Getting the handoff frequently. Going to get his hands on it again right here. Yes, indeed he will.
What a spin.
Not able to do much with it. Does spin back to the line of scrimmage. That was Dominion Gomez for the Royals, who was not in the spot.
Well, Dominion came in and missed the tackle. It was number 15 right there, Weston Salter, that came in and made the tackle.
Made the tackle.
Yeah. Mr. Dominion got to keep his head up right there and wrap up, but a beautiful spin move.
Yeah,
Check out our Athletes Water fan cam, and hey, the Royal Band's sounding good tonight.
Yeah, they sure are. Absolutely. Yeah. Beautiful national anthem for the game. 2nd down and 10. As that spin move was good enough to get Wilkes back to the line of scrimmage.
That's the way they drew it up.
They'll take it. It'll be a nice little around here, but Wilkes not going anywhere. And golly, look at that. That is once again Jay Marcantel. So this Royal defense is, we talked about them, Jeff. They're good, and we're seeing it. That Tanner Mendel.
Yeah, Tanner Mandel. Look, first off, Stephen Davis, great job cutting that edge off and forcing Wilkes back inside. And Tanner Mandel coming up, cleaning him up.
8th play of the drive right here. 3rd down and 9. At the 44-yard line now on the J side of the ball. Austin Stanley, the receiver on the near side here. He's out wide. Got a flag, though.
And that's probably going to push us back a little bit further.
Yep, see what the call is here. Currently 3rd and 9. We'll see.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's going to go the other way.
Offsides.
Ball, encroachment
There it is.
on the
Okay,
defense,
the
5-yard
encroachment.
penalty, replay 3rd down.
So a much more manageable 3rd down now. Instead of 3rd and 9, it's going to be 3rd and 4. And good news if you are a Gator fan. Now at the 39-yard line. Oh, a nice little misdirection there.
Oof,
But
nothing
not
doing.
enough. No, maybe picks up a yard. It'll be 4th down. And decision time for Coach Brunson here.
You said a Gator fan. You need to elaborate. Like a Baker Gator fan,
Baker,
right?
that's true.
It's
yes.
still tough.
Yeah, around
Derek
here.
Timon up here with us is a Gator fan, and we were talking about it before. It's tough right
That's
now.
a good
for us.
point. Yes. I meant Baker Gators.
Okay.
All right, 4th down now. Looks like gonna go for it. Big play here, big opportunity for the Royals. Get the stop, already leading 7-0. Oh gosh, timing didn't look right there. And he's in some
Oh,
trouble
my goodness.
now. Just throws it away, and there's going to be a late flag too. Now this is interesting because Tyler Gordon seemed to think this is going to go against Jay. He's clapping right away for the flag.
I'm going to tell you something. No matter what the call call is, boy, Austin Stanley was running down the field alone.
Wide open.
Just, I mean, you could underhand it to him.
Here we go.
Personal foul, roughing the passer.
Wow,
On the
what a
defense,
call.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Boy, and unnecessary, by the way.
No doubt.
You can't see it. He comes off right there. Look, there's nobody with him. He just throws it up. Yeah, let him go. Don't come after him.
Yeah. So that said, on 4th and 4, it ends up being the 15 yards, the first down, and the Gators really moving now down to the 24-yard line as they approach the Synovus red zone.
The dreaded Synovus red zone.
Not dreaded if you're
No,
an
not
Escambia
dreaded.
Gator fan.
Baker Gator fan.
Oh, sorry.
There's so many Gators.
Yeah, you're right. You know, I was getting it right until you brought it up. Now it's like in my head.
I love it.
You set me up. Calvin Wilkes, they're not able to do much, so it's going to be second down.
Boy, I tell you what, Jay up front has really made an adjustment right now after getting gashed a few times by that offensive line. They are shutting that A-gap down.
Yep, last couple of nothing doing. Second down now and 10. No loss on the play as we are, this is the second week in a row. Things are moving quickly.
Flying.
The 11th play of the drive. We're down to a minute and a half here in quarter number 1. That's what happens when it's mostly running, and that's what we're seeing tonight. Got a pass. He's got his man too. And it's
What a
brought
catch.
in. Yes, indeed. Well done. That's a great catch.
There he
Austin
is.
Stanley brings it in.
The young man was running down the field earlier, gets his opportunity, just throws it up to him. Hey, listen, you trust your man well enough, throw that 50-50 ball, go for it. And that is against Grayson Sheehan, number 8. That's tough.
Yeah,
Tough
Grayson's
for the young man.
had a good night on the offensive side, a couple of huge carries. He's the one that had 18 yards earlier on the 3rd and long. But this time around, not able to make the stop, and it's going to be first down and 10. And oh, by the way, well inside the Synovus red zone now are these Baker Gators.
And this is, I like that.
Yeah.
This is exactly what you're looking for if you're a Baker Gator right now. Milk that clock all the way down.
Got a whistle here. Flag is down.
That's it.
And that's going to go, it looks like, against Baker. Official.
Legal procedure, I believe.
Encroachment
Oh.
on the offense.
Oh.
5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
All right, so the encroachment giveth, and this time taketh away.
It doesn't take it away very much on offense.
No, you're right, almost never. You hear encroachment, it's usually a giveth situation. Second down and 15 now as the clock continues to wind under a minute and rolling here. Royals up 7-0. First down and 15 after the penalty.
Oh, no.
Ball's on the ground.
He forgot the most important part.
Yeah, it's important. Luckily, though, Armstrong able to jump on it.
So now that he does that,
Yeah.
not that I was waiting for him to fail right there, but
Yeah.
watch him. Look, when he's under center, when he
How-
squats right before
how
the ball
low he
comes,
gets?
he is like,
Yeah, he gets super low.
it
Never seen
hurts my
before. I
knees
know.
just looking at it.
But then right before the snap, he
He
pops
comes up.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, it's interesting. That will be the last play of quarter number 1. So the Baker Gators are on the move, but they do face second and about 15 after the penalty and the drop snap. And that's how things will pick up when we come back after 1 quarter. Friday Night Rivals. It's the J Royals 7, the Baker Gators are scoring.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
we're back on a really beautiful night in Jay, northern Santa Rosa County, and the Gators are trailing, as you can see, 7-0. They are on the move, though. They're well inside Royal territory, but they do face second now in about 15. A first down would come down at about the 2-yard line, and there's that low squat we were talking about. And this time, again, going to keep it on the ground, fighting for every yard he can get is Lane Brewer, but he doesn't get too much. It will be third down and about 13 after a gain of 2.
Yeah, the defensive front, the defensive tackles right there for the Royals. Just standing tall, doing a great job.
Yeah, remember we noted earlier that the Royals have not given up more than 8 points in a single game this year. So they're not used to giving up touchdowns, and they'd love to make sure that doesn't happen right here as it's third down and, again, about 14.
They're pretty consistent on offense, 34, 34, 35.
Wow. That's pretty darn consistent, yeah.
They have limits.
Third down. Big play here. Throw it.
Uh-oh.
Gets in trouble, though. Gets rid of it. Oh, mercy. Had a shot. The intended receiver there was Declan Crawford. Had he caught it, I think he had a chance to score, but the throw was just a little out to his left. Could not get to it. Good pressure from the Royals.
Yeah, I mean, he had no time. He just tried to throw it up just in the hopes that he could get to it. Brady Godwin bringing the pressure right there, number 5.
So now it's 4th and long, and but kind of in no man's land. We'll see what the Gators are going to do here. Coach Brunson making a decision. And it looks like they're just going to go for it on 4th down and very long. I'm talking like 13 yards. They got to get down to 2 to get a first down. Armstrong's going to throw again. No surprise here. He's throwing to the end zone, and that's going to be picked off down at about the 1-yard line.
That's a heck of a punt.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
you're better off letting that ball fall now.
That's great. Right, exactly.
Now the Royals are on the 1.
Yeah, would have picked it up at about the 17, but now they're as far back as possible. That's a great point. It's as good a punt as you could have asked for.
Man, oh man.
Okay, so the Royals will take over here. Here's another look.
Just can't get enough on it right there. Beautiful coverage, by the way.
He does pull it in at maybe the 2-yard line. So like you said, had he let it go, would have been their ball at the 17, but that's not the case. So they'll be deep in their own territory. They are leading 7-0. Had a great first drive.
It's about the 2.5, 3-yard line?
Mm-hmm, right about there. Hayden Morris, the quarterback of note here for the Royals. In the backfield, James Youngblood, also number 8, Grayson Sheehan, has had a big night. And they're going to throw right away.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, he gets hit, too. Gets hit hard, and lucky to get rid of it. Was threatening with a safety because the Gator D was swarming.
Another thing to think about as well, if there is a holding call and the quarterback is in the opposing end zone right there, that is a safety.
Woo.
Just something to think about.
That's a good point. Man, he got hit just as he let it go. Second down and 10. Again, sitting deep, deep, deep in their own territory, right around the 2.5 maybe. 10:57 to go in the first half here of this game. The Baker Gators and the Jay Royals at Jay for the first time. Want to come back. This place is awesome. Nice effort there. That again was James Youngblood. Runs right into a defender and kept running.
That's Jordan Preston, the senior right there. He ran over. Jordan Preston sticking his nose in there, hangs on and makes the tackle.
Third down now in about 6. After a nice little pickup. Not enough, though. Got to be careful with the pass, too, here deep in your own territory. We'll see if they want to throw it. We've seen them throw a couple times. He's getting used to nothing but runs after last week's game and what we've seen so far tonight. But the Royals are willing to. As you said, Jeff, they throw it about 10 times a game, give or take. Oh, a little reverse here.
Oh, and he's got him.
Too. That's going to be Sheehan, who's got more than enough and a big toe. The ball comes out, but trickles out of bounds. And so the Royals get the first and catch a break as it's 1st and 10. And that is brought to you by Pensacola State College.
Boy, beautiful reverse. Is able to get the edge and great recovery by the Gators, though. Watch this right there. Beautiful to slow him up, make the tackle. Austin Stanley, another young man playing both sides of the ball.
And that's the second time Grayson Sheehan has been the ball carrier on a 3rd and long, and both times brilliantly able to convert. So 1st and 10. Out now about the 20-yard line. Some breathing room for the Royals. Started this back around their own 2. Pass it out, and there's Sheehan again, but he's not going anywhere this time around as the Gator D was ready to roll.
Yeah, Calvin Wilkes and Trace Matthews combining on the tackle right there. Beautiful job by those young men. They see what's coming right there. Way to lay down there, hang on for the tackle.
Yeah, it ends up being a loss of a yard, so second down and 11. After the fine defensive play from Baker.
You see prep football final. No Dan Shugar coming on at 10:15.
That's right. Yeah, of course.
We'll talk plenty about that a little bit later on.
Looking forward to that. Dan's already sent me a text tonight. He's regular. Send text anytime he sees something, anytime I mispronounce a name, anything I need to know, he'll say, no, Christian. Second down and 11 after the 1 yard loss. Gonna roll out here, and this Baker D is putting some real pressure, but look at the speed there. Impressive work, and crosses the line of scrimmage, ends up picking up 3 or 4. That's a great effort from Hayden Morris, who the whole run felt like he was in trouble, ends up picking up a few yards.
Hayden Morris looking like Johnny Manziel, holding the football out like that, where everybody's like, oh, no, young man, cover it up. He's like, hey, listen, I got this.
And he
it's
did.
Not my first rodeo.
I mean, yeah, just constantly felt like he was in trouble, but gets that edge and ends up picking up a few. So it'll be third down and 6 after a heck of a play. One of those plays where he runs 30 yards and picks up 3. Out of breath.
Don't they have a big rodeo here every year? Yeah, Derek Diamond giving me the yeah.
Derek Diamond, our statistician from Jay, proud graduate of Jay High. Not only doing stats, but he's going to do some sideline reporting for us tonight, so we're looking forward to that. Third down. He was a member of the marching band here, now going to be a sideline reporter. Look at this big hole.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yes, Youngblood gets all the way out to the 41-yard line. A flag comes in near the end of the play, about 10 yards behind Youngblood, but if it stands, that's a huge gain and a big first down.
Well, I saw an offensive lineman throw their hands up, so I have a pretty good feeling who this might be against.
Okay. Man, we've seen a few big runs from the Royals. This time around, it was James Youngblood.
Jay looks like they are backing up.
Yep.
That was never a good
It's
sign.
not going to happen.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot. We play third down.
Okay, so instead of a huge gain and out to the 42-yard line, it goes the other way, and it's going to be a replay of third down, but third and considerably longer now, back at about the 24-yard line. 8:18 to go here in the first half. Really beautiful September evening. Had a little quick shower before the game, too. One of these where the sun was coming in our eyes, and it was like, is it raining? And it darn sure was. We've got a timeout here, and so they want to talk about things on third down. That's going to give us a quick chance to step away. You are watching Friday Night Rivals, and we are very thankful. Current score, Baker 0, Jay 7.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
All right, third down and about 6. Coach Watson called that timeout, wanted to talk things over, make sure he feels real good about the play call, and now we're going to see what that play call is. Big third down here for Jay. Throw it out wide, got his man, and sure enough, this will be enough, and a whole lot more. Going to be tough to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him, and that's going to be Brady Godwin to the house. And on third and 6, it's going to be a long touchdown for the Royals and a big night, a 76-yard strike.
That'll help the old yards per completion.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, that is the 6th passing touchdown for Mr. Morris in the season. For Brady Godwin, that'll be his 4th touchdown.
Maybe none more exciting than that on the third down conversion. Once he got outside and got in stride, it was like, nope, you are not catching him, as now Jacob Lewis comes on for the extra point, tries to make it 14-0. 7-play, 99-yard drive. Remember that started back. Oh, he pulls it. Is this good?
No
No,
good.
it's not good. Pulls it a little there. So the very long drive, mostly on one play, puts the J-Royals up 13-0. The Baker Gators need to answer. They will get their chance when we come back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back, and we are so glad that you are with us, and you're looking at the Baker side, and obviously the Baker Gator fans not too pumped right now as they're trailing 13-0. The Water Athletes Drink Fan Cam brought to you there. Glad to have you with us. We certainly are appreciative of your time here on a Friday night. It's Friday Night Rivals. J-Royals up 13-0 after the long touchdown there. This is fielded at about the 30-yard line, and a nice little run back out to the 43 or 44. That's Joseph Blackshear, the senior. Usual running back, but a nice play there on special teams. And so the Gators get some good field position.
Well, we just talked about this over break, by the way. I know we mentioned it earlier, but Cooter Browns hooking us up with the food tonight.
Look at that, loving it.
It's our Athletes Water Fan Camp. It's a neon night is what I was told.
That's right.
But even more important than the fans out there is the food that we got. The burgers
100%.
and fries, man, fantastic.
Can I tell you, Jeff,
Incredible.
I've got some of the best memories from back in the 90s, the Cooter Browns on 9th Avenue in Pensacola. I must have gone there 100 times with some great friends. And I think back to those times and how much fun I had, and those wings and those burgers were so good. And so it was awesome that they fed us Cooter Browns tonight. From what I understand, I did not know that Cooter Browns originated in Jay. I had no idea. What a big-time defensive play there by Nathaniel Ball, the senior, is more than prepped, and it's going to be a loss of opportunity.
I tell you what, Baker's going to have to figure out something a little bit different. I talked about earlier the offensive line of Baker really creating a hole right there. And boy, Jay has just made a tremendous adjustment. There is nothing doing that A-gap when them trying to run that. And you can't really run outside either. They're cutting off the edges. So we'll see what Coach Brunson comes up with. You know, Coach Brunson, man, you call them the glory years, Baker, how good they were.
Right.
They had 3 or 4 backs back there just running the heck out of the rock. They also had a really good offensive line. A little curious, he comes back here, obviously trying to rebuild this program right here. And I tell you what, 3-0 is 3-0, but they're going to have to figure out something here, get it going tonight.
Obviously flagged there, so nothing doing for Case Armstrong, not able to get the play off. Another encroachment, it looks like, this time against the offense. So that's the second time we've seen that tonight. Going to be counted off. And after the loss on first down of about a yard, it's going to be another 5 on the penalty. So now second down and 16. Back at the 37-yard line. Royals offense is looking good tonight.
Yes, they are.
I mean, the long pass and then lots of long runs. Looking to move to 4-0. It's a big night here, again, celebrating that state title for the baseball team. We'll show you some highlights from that at the half as that ceremony took place just before the game. Here comes Calvin Wilkes, who tries to get outside and ends up having a nice little pickup there of about 4 or 5, but it's still going to be 3rd and long.
Just tough sled. Nothing comes easy right now for the Baker offense.
No, it doesn't. And just about back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 10, it looks like, as we've got 6:35 to go here in the first half. Another look.
Yeah, you see, Wilkes has got tremendous speed, by the way.
Yeah.
He just can't find an opening because there's Royals all over the place.
So 3rd down and 10. The 43-yard line. And with With 6.5 to go, or just under that, I can tell you this, Baker does not want to give it back to Jay with another opportunity to score, already trailing 13-0, and we've got a flag here.
Be a false start.
I think this is going to go against the Gators. Make it official.
Dead ball, false start on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
That'll make it 3rd and 15. Good call, Jeff. You saw that one. Got to get cross midfield to about the 47-yard line on the other side. Would be a 1st down for the Gators. Who, by the way, brought a nice crowd. A lot of folks over there.
Call it the War on Highway 4.
Yeah, War on Highway 4.
Take Highway 4 about 30, 35 minutes down the road. By the way, Baker's facilities are unique as well, really cool.
Really?
They pack out as well.
Oh,
I mean,
cool.
both these schools,
Yeah.
very rich in tradition.
Hold on. It's gonna be a delay of game. What's the call here?
Timeout.
Oh,
Baker.
okay, Baker. Yeah, they wanna talk about things. So with that in mind, we're gonna do ourselves a favor and take a quick break ourselves here. And when we come back, it'll be 3rd down and 15.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Welcome back. It is 3rd and long, and that is going to be faced here by the Baker Gators. Coach Brunson called timeout, wanted to talk things over. This is a big play, and he knows it, and that's why he wants to make 100% sure everybody's on the same page. Remember, 3rd and about 15, already trailing 13-0, and on top of that, Jay won the toss and deferred, so they're going to get the ball first in the 2nd half. And oh man,
boy,
under some pressure,
nothing doing.
able to get rid of it, but just kind of throws it away, does Case Armstrong, and that's going to make it 4th down and 15, and may have no choice whatsoever. Meanwhile, Coach Watson is looking for a intentional grounding. He thinks that there was
He's
no
close,
receiver over there.
trying to roll out of the pocket right there, but boy, you just smell blood in the water if you're a Royals fan right now.
Yeah. 4th down, and it's going to be a punt here for the Gators. They went for it on 4th and long earlier in the game. This time around, though, they're going to kick it down. And I can tell you, Grayson Sheehan, who's had a big night, he's a nifty runner, and he's back at about the 25-yard line for the Royals.
And the punt earlier, like a line drive punt.
Right, good point.
Deflected.
Yep, it was deflected. Got a whistle here. Let's see what this is.
Delay a game
Yep.
on the offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
The Gators ran a player on late. That probably had a little something to do with it as well.
Yep. So there's the 5-yard penalty. Not a huge deal, obviously, since they're punting anyway on 4th and long, though it does set the Royals up for slightly better field position as Sheehan now sits at about the 35-yard line with an opportunity to return a punt. As you pointed out, the last Gator punt we saw was low and kicked right into a Royal defender.
Oh,
this snap
boy.
goes over his head. He's not able to get it. And sure enough, he picks it up, but all the way down at about the 5-yard line. So the J Royals are going to take over with a 1st and goal well inside the Synovus red zone after a missed punt there because the snap is just well over his head.
And Declan Crawford just lucky to get back on top of this ball. I thought it looked like he was trying to go back, pick it up, turn around and punt at that point. Just get on the ball, young man. And well, there come the Royals right here in beautiful field position.
Yeah, that's
holy cow.
That worked out real nicely for Coach Watson here, as the Royals have had no problem moving the ball all night, and now they don't have to move it far as they take over all the way down. Looks like they marked it at about the 8-yard line, which honestly is farther back than I would have thought, but it's 1st and goal inside the red zone. Hayden Morris, your quarterback. Gonna keep it on the ground. Here's Youngblood, who, nearly broke it there. That's a touchdown-saving tackle by number 18, Jordan Preston.
Called his name a few times tonight. Young man, watch this right here, a little off tackle. Beautiful blocking up front, and Preston comes out of nowhere.
Sure did. Yeah, it's a good play. Thought that Youngblood may be heading to the end zone here. 5:10 to go. 2nd and goal. Morris, your quarterback. He is certainly a threat to run. He's got a touchdown on the night already. But he's going to give it back to Youngblood, who goes in almost untouched. And it's another Jay Royals touchdown brought to us by Forrest Jordan.
The generator guys.
No doubt about that. Well done for the Royals, and this is turning into a big night. Jeff, you noted they've been scoring 34, 35 a game, and they're well on their way again, yeah?
Absolutely, looks like it, especially the way they're running the football in the first half. And Baker just has no answer right now up front. That offensive line, credit the big buffet busters up front. You know those guys, boy, they are making those lanes and easy looks for Youngblood running the football.
Here's Jacob Lewis on for the extra point. This time it's right down Main Street, and that's going to make it 20-0 as the Royals take over on the 8-yard line. And only takes them a couple of plays to turn that into more points. So touchdown Royals, they lead it 20-0. Jeff, while we have a moment, we were talking earlier tonight about some of the other games on the Gulf Coast. Do you have any scores by chance?
Yeah, you know, one score popped up. I know it's not correct. It was like 84 Pine Forest had earlier. 84 nothing against
Maybe
Choctaw in the
having
first
a
quarter.
huge
I don't
night.
think that's correct.
No? Okay.
Pensacola Catholic and Montgomery Catholic. By the way, that's going to be a heck of a game.
Yeah.
And
What do you got?
That's at Montgomery. Boy, you see our Herd Real Estate Sideline Report. And I'm telling you, that is going to be Catholic's probably toughest test all year. Both those teams. We know how both, if you're not familiar with Montgomery Catholic, they are tremendous. Niceville up 14.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Is there
No
a score?
score yet.
Oh, okay.
14 Niceville, Crestview 7. We know how big that rivalry is. Pace up 13-0 on the Dolphins, and Tate and Milton 13-6. The Aggies on top at home.
All right, so thank you for that. We'll continue to give you some updates here. And that's Joseph Blackshear who fields the punt. He's done that a couple of times, and just as before, gets it out to about the 46-yard line, and that's where the Gators are going to take over here with 4:39 to go. Jeff, trailing 20-0, and the fact that they're not going to get the ball first, they really need some points here.
Well, in 4 minutes is really not a lot of time for the way they run their offense either. I mean, you know, you got to think they've got to make some big plays here and get a few chunk plays to get that ball across midfield early. Otherwise, this could be it, and that may be what they want. Maybe they're content with going up 20. Obviously, they would love to put some points up.
Right.
They got some things to figure out at halftime regardless, but we'll see if they make adjustment on this drive offensively. Lane
Brewer is in the backfield with Case Armstrong, your quarterback. 1st and 10, but instead it's going to be Wilkes coming around, but he's not going anywhere. This JD, so impressive that time around. It's number 11, Stephen Davis.
Yeah, again, Stephen Davis has done a heck of a job closing off that edge right there all night, and the Gators have no answer. Watch him step up. He takes on that block and gets rid of it. Does a great job standing his ground.
Well done. So after the loss of 2, 2nd and 12 now, Gators going in the wrong direction. The fact that they're down 20-0, they need to see if they can do something here. But this JD has been really good all year. Going to go over the top. Mercy, no flag.
Oh, what a play.
Yes, indeed. That's a fine defensive effort from Keaton Payne, able to get his hands in there.
What a great recovery, because it looked almost right there. Austin Stanley was going to come up with that, kind of snatch it out of the air. And Keaton Payne just turns around with the paw up there and snatches it away, almost picks it off.
Yeah, sure did. Instead, it'll be 3rd down and 12 now. And all of a sudden, you know Coach Watson's thinking, let's get a stop and let's get our hands on the ball one more time. They've been moving in big chunks. They would be a threat to score quickly. Going to be another pass over the top, and again, no flag comes out, so Keaton Payne, 2nd play in a row, holding his hands up like, no, I didn't touch anybody.
Ooh.
It's going to be 4th down.
I thought I saw a little bit of a tug there.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably why
I think that's why.
Hey, listen, if you commit a penalty, don't throw your hands up, by the way, because if a ref was thinking about it, now he knows the answer.
100%.
You kind of see the little hand fight going right there. Yeah, you see him pull his jersey.
But instead, it's a 3 and out, and sure enough, Grayson Sheehan is going to get another opportunity to make a play as he's going to be returning here for the Royals. But the question is, can they even get a punt off? They're 0 for 2. This time around, they will get the punt off. It's low, and Sheehan's going to field it at the 34. Not able to do too much, but able to get to about the 41-yard line. So with 3:38 to go, not terrible field position for these Jay Royals, already up 20-0. And Jeff, we've seen them move both on the ground and in the air in big chunks. They can score in this amount of time.
Yeah, they can throw it when they need to. I don't really know right now. Obviously, 3 minutes is plenty of time for them. We talk about Baker needing a little bit of time, but the chunk plays that the Royals are getting, they don't really need too much time, so they can easily run their offense comfortably here.
Yep, and they got a couple of timeouts to boot, so pretty good shape here as Hayden Morris, your quarterback of note for the Jerry Royals, is checking into the game, of course. Got his last bit of info from Coach Watson. Remember, both teams tonight undefeated. The Royals 3-0, as are the Gators. 1st and 10 here, late in the first half. Keep it on the ground, and Youngblood not able to go anywhere this time around. That's a great play by number 52, Makani Abden.
Yeah, Abden right there stepping up. That's what they needed. Just stuns the young back. Watch him.
Boom.
Gets rid of his block. Yeah. Beautiful job right there.
Yes, indeed. Well done. 2nd down and 9. He did pick up about a yard there. Just crosses the 40. There you can see Abden, Jr.
Another young man playing both ways.
Yeah, a lot of that tonight on both sides. 2nd down now. Right at 3 minutes to go here, 2nd quarter. Jay Royals up, as you can see, 20-0. Big night so far. Ooh, a little confusion perhaps there. Ends up being the completed pass, and that's Brady Godwin, who obviously has the big 76-yard touchdown. This time makes a great effort to end up picking up 2 or 3 after the catch.
And Declan Crawford, hang on for dear life. Number 24 right there for the Gators. Goes in to make the tackle. Probably thought it was going to be a little bit easier, but Ray White not making it easy for him.
Yeah,
this is Godwin, excuse me.
It's a really nice effort for Godwin. I mean, when he caught that, it looked like he was going to lose a couple of yards. Ends up picking up at least 1 or 2. So 3rd down, though, and about 8 with 2:20 to go here. And we'll see how aggressive Coach Watson wants to be. Remember, he's got this very comfortable lead, and he will be getting the ball right back. And so far, we've seen no indication that Baker can move the ball. So certainly, you don't have to try and convert this if you don't want, because punting it away, there'd be no reason to believe Baker's going to march down in under 2 minutes.
Yeah, they're going to call a timeout as the play clock is expiring to milk every bit of it.
Yep, do want to talk things over. So you gave us some scores. The other thing to note, of course, as we mentioned earlier, is tonight on WEAR, as you can see there on the screen at 10:15, it's prep football final, and that's going to be Dan Shugart. Of course, you don't need me to tell you that. Serving as your anchor/host, bringing you the highlights from all the games. So Channel 3 News at 10, starts at 10 o'clock, and normally, of course, it'd be a full show, but instead tonight, they're willing to give up a lot of time to Mr. Shugart, who will give us all those great highlights. And there you can see that famous smile and mustache. That's tonight at 10:15. It's prep football final.
A couple other things to talk about as well. We got we talk about the Athletes Water fan cam. You see all these fans, whatever. Well, one thing to note as well is we got our Closets by Design School Spirit sponsor right there. Listen, if you go to the WAR3 website, if you're on your mobile phone, you click the little tab up there in the corner. Go down and chime in. If you got some game day photos, maybe sending the little ones out in their gear, whatever it is. Maybe it's tonight. You're another game, whatever it is. Submit your game day photos. And those could end up on the news.
Absolutely. They use that stuff on Chime In all the time. And we love the fact that so many people can bring us these great views from all over. Everybody's armed with a camera these days. 3rd down and 8 back on the field. Going to throw over the top. And we saw him completing some of these before the game. And mercy. But a flag comes in late. So Brady Godwin not able to bring it in. It was just barely underthrown, but it looks like we may have a pass interference.
Oh, that is so tough because, hey, beautiful throw, by the way. Had a step, but a good recovery by Austin Stanley, number 3. Let's see if he gets a hold of him right here. Yeah, you see a little tug right there, just a little bit grab.
Right into his hands, too.
Boy, if Stanley turns around, I don't believe they call that. You got to get your head around, but it's tough when the receiver's running right by you.
So here's the official call. All right, so the mic wasn't on, but we know what he said because it was the obvious pass interference, and so that's going to be a 1st down, well past midfield at this point, down to about the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Royals, who get the big break as they go for it. Jeff, we were watching him throw those long passes in warm-ups, and they were looking good. He throws a nice ball, and that was a good one, too, right into the arms of Godwin, but the interference messed things up. Instead, it's 1st down.
Ball's
Gonna
away.
throw it again. You know what's happened here, and this is great. There's a Brady Godwin with another play, and another flag as his helmet comes off. Unbelievable here. Godwin saying, are you kidding me?
I have 5 blue with a face mask. I have 3 white with a face mask.
So,
yeah,
our ref left his mic on. We're getting the inside scoop. How about this?
Yeah, exactly.
Not that we needed it on this play.
No,
Look
at
he
this.
goes to stiff arm him, grabs the face
Yikes.
mask, and then, you're going to grab mine?
Come on, wow.
Let me one-up you better, which, by the way, this is not good either way.
No, wow. Never seen
Holy
something
cow.
like that. Was that Austin Stanley, I think?
Yeah, that was the young man that just got called for the pass interference against the same young man for the Royals.
All right, so I think he may have turned his mic off. But it's in reverse. He's
The 2 fouls on the play.
Here we go.
We got personal foul, face mask on the defense. We got personal foul, face mask on the offense. Those will offset. Replay first down.
wow. Okay, so
I mean, technically, by the letter of the law,
Hey,
they are both.
Stop. We're gonna replay. Replay first down.
it's kind of nice here in the
like it.
conversation with the refs. Yeah, we should just hush.
Listen, you know why it's so heated down there. You see, watch this, by the way. Here's the stiff arm,
Yeah.
and he's like, you're going to grab mine, I'm going to grab yours,
Okay.
except I win.
Yeah.
I do.
Wow. He yanked it off.
I
his
do
head.
like Al Brady Godwin. After he got done with the face mask, he's throwing his hands up like, hey, man, what's he
Yeah,
doing?
I know.
It's like,
you did it first. Yeah.
Wonder where he learned it. No, I'm just kidding. Real quick, things are so heated down there because, we got that trophy that we give away.
Yes.
And that trophy comes from Award Masters.
I do know that.
A
Yes, they do.
fantastic, beautiful trophy we give. Hey, they won it.
They won it. Yeah.
Both
and,
teams won it down there.
It's awesome. Awesome to have award masters providing that every single week. It's funny. I was thinking about that. We always do these trophy presentations after the game. That's a cool moment for those teams. That's a
Absolutely.
really nice trophy, and they get to put that up. First down and 10 here at the 45-yard line. And look at this.
Oh,
Here goes
boy.
Youngblood, who makes a heck of an effort, and he's got enough for a first and 10 from Pensacola State College as he gets down to about the 33-yard line. So with a minute 38 to go, the Royals would love to get either a field goal or maybe even another touchdown before the half.
Boy, Youngblood just so smooth running the football. Watch him just follow his blocks, and you know what? It's easy to follow your blocks when you could drive a Mack truck through that hole.
Youngblood's having a big night. He and Grayson Sheehan both having big nights for the Royals. First and 10, of course, after the big play there. Youngblood once again in the backfield, but they're going to throw it. Got him. Oh, through his hands.
Oh,
Mercy, that's a good-looking throw. But number 3 there, that's Tanner Mandel, not able to pull that in.
I tell you what, though, I know that Calvin Wilkes obviously has been beaten right now. Like, he just can't get anything going on offense, can't get any blocks up front for him. There was a little intent behind that. If he turns his head up, he's probably got a pick 6 because that ball hit up.
Yeah,
he
it's
takes
fun.
it and runs down the sideline.
It's funny you say that. Yeah, it looked like in live, like, whoa, he could have caught that thing and taken off.
Boy, Wilkes, it's been tough sledding tonight. I mean, just how talented he is and can't get anything, can't catch a break. I mean, you see it on the defensive side. Sometimes that's the good part of playing both ways.
Yeah, if I can't get
if
on
it doesn't go good
offense,
well
no.
one way, maybe find something the other way.
They're going to go to the end zone once again, and he is wide open, but oh my goodness. Brady Godwin had broken the coverage, but the ball is just over his head. So an opportunity missed there as Hayden Morris overthrows him by about a yard.
You see the arm, by the way. Strong arm capability, Mr. Morris.
Godwin thinking, oh man, could have had another one.
Almost went with, man, they're playing the Gators, but Brady Godwin's got the alligator arms right there.
No.
Kind of just shortening that.
Well, by telling us you almost went with it, you kind of went with it.
That's why I went with it. So if it didn't land, which it didn't, I know, trust me, I know these things don't land. That's why I try to make it seem like, listen, that's why I didn't say it. I'm used to it.
Hold on, hold everything here. Going to be a timeout from the Royals on 3rd down with 1:02 left. And once again, Coach wants to talk things over. So this was a first half that was moving with great speed, but this particular drive has slowed things down considerably because, again, they want to make absolutely sure they feel good about the situation. And, Jeff, you get the feeling here that Coach Watson, up 20-0, and knowing he's about to get that ball back, would love more points and kind of put this thing away.
Yeah, you see our Athletes Water fan cam, the student section right there. Neon night tonight. Not Dion night. I think Dion's in the news enough
How
right
can
now.
you tell it's neon night?
I don't know. Just I was told that.
Instinct?
It was a construction worker night. That's kind of what I was thinking.
Oh,
like,
there you go. A little
something to go.
YMCA
Everybody was wearing the vest,
vests.
Yeah, I know. It's been been a long day.
Is that another one that didn't land?
No.
Oh, that one landed?
No, none of them land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't have to ask me. When I say no, I'm just saying no, they don't ever
No.
land.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, same thing like with the Dion. You see how I slide it in there? It's funny because I got that one from you and it still didn't land.
Yeah,
Usually it's got to come from
it's
you.
all in the delivery.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
What's the delivery?
I don't write
I haven't
jokes
made
for
it that
other
far.
people.
I just try to take your jokes.
3rd down and 10 now. Gonna throw it again. Gonna come right back over
little
here.
Screen
and,
pass.
There's Youngblood, who's got a lot of room here.
A lot
he
of
may try to
blue.
get outside. He's gonna take it all the way down to about the 14-yard line. Thought you can see him looking up. Thought for a minute there he was about to score, but it's a huge play and a big conversion. It'll be 1st and 10 from inside the Synovus red zone.
Yeah, and it's the first time they've run the screenplay tonight. Again, another wrinkle. It just shows you the capability of this Royals offense. And again, something else, you got to find a way to cover. Great job blocking out front by his offensive line.
Yeah, James Youngblood, he's having a big night. You know, no surprise. We knew coming into the game he was going to be their back of note, and we've seen him taking it out of the backfield. That time he catches a pass and certainly knows what to do with it after he does with 51.4 to go here. The Royals are in business. As you can see, they're down sitting right at the 15-yard line. Synovus red zone back in play. Once again, going to get outside. Throws against his body here and touchdown.
Beautiful pass.
That was so well done. And we've talked about Grayson Sheehan a lot tonight, and this time he gets a touchdown. Hayden Morris, what a play.
Yeah, Forrest Jordan Associates touchdown right there. That's the generator, guys.
No doubt about it. So,
Hey, I tell you what, beautifully done. Great job by Morris rolling out to the very last second to throw it. But I'm telling you, watch this replay and watch how Sheehan walls off the defender by using his back. Just watch him right here. I mean, this is incredible. Great job by the young man. Watch him. He protects it, walls him off, doesn't allow him to get up there, shields him away, and that's Calvin Wilkes, by the way.
Morris there against his body. That's always tough to do, but a great throw. And that's another extra point. This one is up and in. And the J Royals have taken absolute command of this game, now up 27-0 with under a minute to go here in the first half. And again, as I've said, the Royals are going to get the ball first here to start the second half, and they would love to just keep things going. This is turning into a big night for Jay, coming in 3-0, and a real good opportunity to move to 4-0.
Well, you know, while we got a minute here, we'll go to our Herd Real Estate sideline report. Got some more scores for you. I don't know if it's correct because I'm not used to seeing Catholic with a 0 next to it. Both
like
Catholics. Montgomery Catholic at home against Pensacola Catholic. We know how good Pensacola's been this year. Tied 0-0.
0-0.
And the second
Does it
quarter.
show a time? Yeah, there you go. All right, well, if it's showing the clock moving, you got to believe it.
Niceville up 21-7 on the road at Crestview. Pace all over Gulf Breeze at home, 28-0. Milton and Tate is now at the half. Tate up 14-6, and Walton over West Florida 31-14.
Jacob Lewis, after the extra point, kicks it off here, and that's going to be fielded back at the 22-yard line, trying to get outside, but not able to do too terribly much with it. And that's check that. That's number 7, Terrence Clausell. I haven't said his name tonight.
Well, you got to think if you're Coach Brunson, you don't get the ball back to start the second half.
Right.
You know what? I don't think you try anything real tricky right here. Maybe just take this into half and try to regroup, figure out what you got to work on.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We've certainly seen no indication they can move the ball in 35 seconds. They keep it on the ground most of the time. Calvin Wilkes has been their back of note. So you're right. Got to be careful here. Don't do something silly and give up an easy one. They do have 2 timeouts if they want them. Going to keep it on the ground. There's Wilkes, who will find a nice little hole, but not going to get too much. Picks up a couple there, as that Royal defense has been so impressive tonight, and they look good again on that play. We mentioned them off the top, Jeff. We knew that they have a great D pitching the shutout here in the first half, and have made several really, really good-looking plays, too.
Yeah, so the Royals are going to go into half. That'll be the last play of the half, it looks like, as they will not need to run another play. Maybe they will. They got under 10 seconds to get it done.
Yeah. Probably smartest not to, but let's see what happens here. Clock down to 3. They're going to do it.
Here we go.
Why not? Throwing over the top, too. Oh, incomplete, no flag, and that ends up being the last play, as Austin Stanley was the intended receiver. As you can see, he thinks maybe he got hit there, but no flag, and so it's going to be a huge first half for the J Royals, up 27-0 here on the Baker Gators. And remember, both teams are undefeated. I know that here in just a moment we're going to pitch down to Derek Diamond, hoping to hear from Coach Brian Watson, the J-High coach, about how things are going. And you know, Coach Watson, Jeff has to feel very good about things at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's about as perfect a half as you could really play. He's got to be happy with his defense and what they've been able to do. And with his offense, I mean, they have been clicking. I mean, they look good. The offensive line is just blasting defensive front for the Gators. Hayden Morris throwing the football very, very well. I mean, Youngblood looks great. I mean, obviously there's probably things coaches see that we need to work on, but boy, oh boy. I mean, you got to love what you see if you're Coach Watson right now from your Royals, especially early on in the first half.
Yep. It's been a real good night for the Royals here. You can see the marching band is getting ready, and we're very hopeful that we're going to get to talk to
down there
Coach
now.
Watson. Yeah, it looks like he is going to make just a couple of minutes here for Derek Diamond. So that's great news, and I can see Coach Watson getting over there now. So that in mind, why don't we now go ahead and throw it down to Derek Diamond, the noted J-High alum, for a quick sideline interview. Hey, Derek.
Thanks, Christian. Here with J head coach Brian Watson. Your team's up 27-0 heading into the half. What have you seen from your team these first two quarters?
You know, I love the way our defense has played, established the line of scrimmage. You know, we knew they'd be physical, but I think we've answered the question there whether we could be physical with them, and we're doing that. And offenses, love what we're doing offense. We're 4 for 4 on scoring. You know, had the ball 4 times, scored all 4 touchdowns. So really proud of that. So, and we even got a turnover on special teams. So really way of all facets of the game right now.
Speaking of line of scrimmage, you've really been controlling it on both sides of the ball this entire half. How do you keep that momentum going in the second half?
We just got to come out and just pretend like it's a 0-0 game. You know, these guys have owned us for a few years. We finally broke the streak last year. So we haven't accomplished anything yet until we get to the fourth quarter.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Derek.
Back up to you, Christian.
Appreciate that, Derek. Thanks very much. Yeah, you heard Coach mention last year they broke the streak. Jay won the game 14-3 last year. That was on September 15th. So you can see the situation right now. Jay is up big, 27-0 over the Baker Gators. When we come back, it's the halftime report. Stay with us here.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We're live and glad you're with us. As you can see, it's the Brownsville Ornamental Iron Works halftime report as the marching band of the Baker Gators is out on the field, sounding great here. Nice crowd from both sides. You can see the Jays up big, 27-0. So how did they get there, Jeff? How about the scoring summary here as Gene's Flooring brings us that? And it's kind of been all Jay, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is, all Jay. You see Hayden Morris running the football right there, scoring a touchdown for him. We know he can run it. We know he can throw it. But watch this. I mean, again, this is a team that likes to run the football. We talked about it. They throw the football about 10 times a game. And that guy might be familiar to everybody coming up here in just a few minutes. That's Brady Godwin. Beautiful touchdown passes. He just outruns everybody to the end zone. And it's been that kind of half for the Baker Gators. And how about this? Mr. James Youngblood, that offensive line, he has had gaps to run through all night long, and when there wasn't gaps, he found a way to continue to move the chains, excuse me, but look at this pass. Beautiful here right at the end of the half. Holy cow. Boy, Grayson Sheehan, beautiful catch, beautiful throw. I mean, right now, if we had to give a player of the game, I couldn't give you one.
Yeah.
Just Jay.
Yeah,
if you're wearing blue tonight.
Lots of highlights.
Yeah, beautiful first half for the Royals, and for Baker, obviously a 0. They got a lot to work on.
A lot to work on. Try to figure out a couple of things here at the half. So that was the Jeans Flooring scoring summary, but we always, of course, love to bring you our scholar athletes, and that's one of the coolest parts of the show, where we highlight somebody from either team, and often both teams, telling you about the great work they do on the field, but also, of course, in the classroom. And for Jay, that is Brady Godwin, who we know he's having a heck of a night. He's got a touchdown tonight, does Brady. He's come up on several big plays, including a 76-yard touchdown strike. So obviously he's getting it done out here on the field, but also a very strong student here at Jay High School. So congratulations to Brady Godwin, the Panhandle Painting and Design Incorporated scholar athlete on the Jay Royals side. But luckily we have somebody also from the Baker Gators side, and that is Caitlin Stevens. And Caitlin is a heck of a scholar athlete in her own right. And also congratulations, Caitlin. I know that that is a big deal. It just means that you're getting it done every which way you possibly can there for Baker. So way to go, congratulations, and certainly we're glad to feature you tonight. That is the Panhandle Painting and Design scholar athletes. And also, Jeff, we've been talking a lot about the Cooter Browns burgers.
Yes,
and they are good. But we would be sorry if we didn't also note, of course, our friends at Foosackly's that usually feed the crew out here on the field. But tonight they took care of the crew back at the station, which is awfully cool.
They did. And again, look, your Pensacola area, wherever you're from, Mobile, it doesn't matter. You know Foosackly's. If you don't know Foosackly's, shame on you.
That's a you problem.
Yeah, that is, and you need to fix it quick. Listen, it's football season, and easiest way, you need to feed your friends, feed your family, whatever it is. Go to Foosackly's, get you a sack of those chicken fingers. Holy cow! Just tell them get all the sauces. Just throw them all in there.
Yeah, don't pick one.
And don't let them forget that jalapeno ranch.
No.
Okay.
I'd ask for extra of that, in fact.
Yes. I'm telling you, and the crinkle cut fry, fantastic. But we appreciate Foosackly's each and every week. But hey, if you're in Jay, Florida, they don't have a Foosackly's. You go to Cooter Browns and get some of those burgers, wings, whatever. I'm telling you, whatever they're serving up is fantastic.
Yeah, of course. If you lived here for any amount of time, and I don't mean in Jay, I just mean in Northwest Florida. You know Cooter Browns. I've been to the Cooter Browns on 9th Avenue. Was there for years. It feels like 1,000 times with some great friends and have some of the best memories. Well, it originated up here in Jay, and Cooter Browns fed us tonight. And again, just a shout out not only to the team at Cooter Browns, but to the team at Jay, because they contacted us this morning and they said, hey, we see you guys need some food. We're going to hook you up. Meanwhile, just take a quick look on the screen here. Jeff's looking up. That's number 23 for the Royals. That's Hunter Montfort. So he's a football player, but he's in the band as well. Comes out here, throws on the drone set, and says, yep, I got this thing covered. So that's awfully cool. But I wanted to give a quick shout out there again to not only Cooter Browns, but to the team here at Jay. Jeff, they have taken care of us significantly. They've been awesome today.
True Southern hospitality.
Yep.
You'd expect nothing less up here.
And it's the first time we've ever been to Jay High School, but I have a feeling we will be back. So it's been a lot of fun. Hopefully you're having a great time. It's the halftime report right now, of course, and we've got more, including some highlights from across the country. That's coming up. Stay with us here on Friday Night Rivals.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
The best Thursday night live. The best Thursday night lights and Friday night rivals highlights from across the country.
Edie going for it all. Has a man out there. Catch is made. Touchdown. Slinger. Lucas Sun, another spectacular catch.
Scrambling for his life, being chased. Has the corner and goes over the top. And that effort's going to get him the first down. Well done, young man.
Here's Clear going deep down the near sideline. Amari Jackson, did he haul it in? It looks like he did.
That was tremendous.
Lights, camera, action, Jackson. First down and goal. And a toss. Buttery makes one man miss, shakes off the tackle from left. He is still going. Buttery across the goal line. He is in for the touchdown.
Pitch and go. For Fry, leaping grab, touchdown Hartford.
Nice if they don't complete this pass.
So Noah Legg,
you better make it. You better make it.
He gets all the way for the
He's
touchdown.
in the end zone.
Noah Legg, 10 yards for the Conway touchdown with just 23 seconds left on the clock.
It's Friday Night Rivals and Brownsville Ornamental Ironworks bringing us the halftime report, and we will now bring you some stats. And as you can see, it's been all Jay, so the stats, of course, going to heavily favor the Jay Royals. They've got 44 yards rushing, Baker 32. Receiving yards, though, Jay with 79, most of that on one play out of 76 yard. touchdown. Baker, meanwhile, 43 total yards. Penalties 3 against Jay, and the Baker Gators have turned it over one time, and that led to points because the Royals picked that up on the 5-yard line.
We are, we'll make clear to folks, and I don't feel like that doesn't seem right. We are missing that last drive because Derek Diamond had to go down to the sidelines, and you don't want me and Christian
trying to do math.
To do stats. No,
you barely want us doing the play-by-play.
Yeah, I don't think they do want us.
That's fair. That's fair.
But they're so far away.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. With about 6 minutes left,
it'd
there
be more
in the
lopsided.
Derek went down there, so we did miss a lot of the stats there, so I wanted to give you that heads up. Something we didn't miss, thankfully, was a ceremony that took place before kickoff tonight. It was last spring, so just a few months ago, when the J Royals won the state title, the baseball state championship, Jeff, and they were honored before the game. And you, obviously a big-time baseball player, played at Northview, went on to play in college. I'm sure you can only imagine what that must feel like to get a state title.
Yeah, never had an opportunity to play for a state title, and I tell you what, for these guys, it'll be something they'll take with them for the rest of their life. It's something they can't take away from you. You see a lot of current players as well as former players, and
those are pretty. Heck
there.
yeah, good
man,
looking.
Oh man,
I kind of want one now. Is it too late? Can I email somebody?
No.
Oh,
let them have it.
Oh, okay.
They're
All right.
stealing their rings, by the way. But yeah, awesome. Those guys did a great job last year. And if you're familiar with J Royals, listen, softball and baseball, it is top notch around here.
They know their way around the diamond. The diamond's always big up in J.
There you go.
Glad to have you with us here with 1:02 left officially on the halftime clock. So when we come back, with any luck, we'll have a quick interview with the head coach from Baker, and then we're going to play some football.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
Well, that says it all. We are in J, and it has been all J. The Royals are up huge here, facing the Baker Gators, up 27-0, and they're going to get the ball first here to start the second half, which is about 2 minutes away, it looks like. Again, they did, as we went to break there, they added a couple of minutes to the clock. So, Jeff, that buys us just a second to hear from you. I know you're always looking for scores, and it's another big night on the Gulf Coast. What are some scores for us?
Yeah, Herd Real Estate Sideline Report right here. Pensacola Catholic, we talked about them. They're on the road tonight. Big test. Montgomery Catholic, both extremely well-coached teams. We know how good the Crusaders have been so far. Probably the best team in the area. Them in Niceville have been fantastic.
Yeah.
So love to see that game, by the way. No, it's 0-0 right now in the second. That's the score. I don't know if it's been updated lately. That's all I can tell you. Niceville up 21-7 at the half on the road at Crestview. Choctaw and Pine Forest. So it was Pine Forest 84-0 Remember we talked about it? Yeah.
Right.
Well, something happened, and they lost a bunch of points, and it's Pine Forest 7-0 over Choctaw at the half right now.
Boy, you hate to see that.
That's a heck of a penalty. Tate, 14-6 over Milton right now at home at the half. Oof, it is getting out of hand in a hurry. Pace 42, Gulf Breeze 0.
Wow.
Looks like it's halftime there. Walton up 31-14 on West Florida Jags at the half. And you know what? If you're not from here, you still understand there's some big football over in Alabama as well. Saraland. We know how good the Saraland Spartans are. We've seen them on ESPN before. They're up 28-10 right now at home against Spanish Fort. That's a tremendous rivalry right there. And T.R. Miller and Flomaton. Listen, Jay's going to play Flomaton later this year. That's another big rivalry right there. Jay, Northview, they all know Flomaton. They all don't like Flomaton. All right, that's the one thing me and Derek Diamond have.
I will trust the two of you.
Well, T.R. Miller's up 49-0 at half on the road.
Holy moly.
Now, I say on the road. That's what, a 15-minute drive,
right.
10-minute drive. Not a big deal. Escambia, by the way, is tied. Boy, oh boy, the Panama City Bay Tornadoes, they are tied 7 at the half. Escambia at home. That could be an upset alert. And PHS up 14-0 on the road at Destin.
Yeah, you mentioned you thought that PHS may be able to win that game down the road.
Much improved team.
So here you can see now that the players are back out on the field, and we are just about ready to roll. The J Royals are up huge, 27-0. They won the coin toss before the game. They elected to defer. They won it at first in the second half, and that's going to work out nicely since they're up so big. And again, this is something we've had to mention a few times this year. Remember that if any team goes up 35 points, we go to a running clock.
Now you done did it now. They're not going to get there.
They may not. Well, you know what? In a game where they're keeping it on the ground so much, it may not matter. This clock's moving so fast anyway, and that kickoff goes soaring out of bounds. So we will open here the second half with a penalty. And it looks like the Royals are going to get some pretty good field position to keep the momentum going. It's been all Royals tonight, which you might expect on a night when they're celebrating a state title before the game. Put everybody in a great mood remembering that team that now has those beautiful rings. Counting off the official penalty here.
We'll get our official call here from the ref. Don't want to cut him off. Maybe he's not going to make a call. Don't think he's going to make it. All right.
I think it's, oh, he's not. Okay. Well,
they're going to re-kick.
They're just going to kick it one more time.
There you go.
It was cool to see. Some of the baseball players, of course, were on that state title. Rather, some of the football players were on that state title baseball team. Also, speaking of sort of double duty, wasn't it cool to see Hunter Montfort for the J Royals take off the shoulder pads and head out and be a part of the marching band? We've never seen that, to my knowledge, on a Friday Night Rivals game, to see one of the football players actually also participating in the halftime ceremony of the marching band. So that was very cool to see. As the re-kick now also soaring straight out of bounds. And, you know, it's just that hook looks like me off the 13th.
Well said.
Yeah.
You know, do they make them re-kick again?
I know, exactly. Are we just going to keep asking for this? We'll find out here. So you were hoping for a faster half, Jeff. I got a feeling it's going to be a while.
It'll slow us down a little bit.
Yeah, we
right
can't get a kick in bounds.
They're like, you know what? Just take it. Just take it right here. All right. Well,
here's this time they're going to take it. Here's something I mentioned earlier that Dan Shugart will send in information anytime. And here's something he just sent. Last time we were talking about PHS and the fact that they're up against Destin. The last time they won more than one game in a season, that was 2018. That's 6 years ago. But if they win tonight, that's win number 2. So how about that?
Wow.
To follow up on the score you mentioned just a few minutes ago. And they are currently winning.
Hey, listen, I've heard from people that aren't associated, and you know how the parents are and stuff like, oh, yeah, we're much better. No, I've heard from people away from that program that is a much, much improved team this year. So it's a young team, but going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they can get win number 2 tonight and feel real good about that. Grayson in motion. Youngblood gets the call, but terrific defense there. Yeah, that's number 22 for Baker. Colin Kelly, the junior defensive tackle, makes the play.
Kelly come flying in right there and making the tackle.
And they'll take it. So it's a loss of a couple and not the start that the Royals were looking for, as they want to just keep cruising down the field. They've had almost no problem with that at all in the first half, kind of moving at will. Had a third and long, had a fourth and long, and were converting with no problems at all. Second down now and long, 12. Back at about the 43-yard line. Hayden Morris, your quarterback, and he's had a great night. Gonna hand this off to Youngblood. Once again, that Baker D says no, no, no. So good for Coach Brunson. Clearly talked about something at the half that got his team fired up as they were able to push Jay back on the first 2 plays from scrimmage here.
This is so reminiscent of the very first drive of the game for the Royals. Remember, they got the ball and they got stuffed twice right there. Couldn't get anything going, and we're thinking, okay, got ourselves a little defensive battle right here, and it was 3rd and long, and they ran off the big run right there. So let's see if the Gators can hold them right here.
Yeah, 3rd down and 13. As the Royals have lost a couple on their first 2 plays, now back at about the 42-yard line. They need to get to the 45 on the other side for a first down. And Morris out of the shotgun this time around, and he's going to pass. Comes back out to a man he's had some big success with tonight, and they have big success again. That's Brady Godwin, who is tough to stop once the ball's in his hands on 3rd and long. It's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College.
What was that? It was a 3rd and what?
Doesn't
matter, Christian. It doesn't matter. Put
well,
the
you
Royals
set
back
me up,
the Royals. No, this is, again, I just said it. This is how their first drive started as well. It was 3rd and long, and they found a way to move the sticks right there with a big play, and they're just very, very comfortable with the Royals right now on offense.
Yep, needed to get to the 45. Instead, after that 21-yard gain, they get down to the 42-yard line, so it's a 1st and 10 as the Royals keep the drive going. We've seen them convert on 3rd and long all night, and they do it there again with no problem at all. Morris back out of the shotgun. Back there with Youngblood. Sheehan in motion. He's going to get it, but the ball hits the ground. Doesn't matter. There's a whistle and a flag, and it's going to be a false start. So the ball ends up on the ground. Maybe it's a break for the Royals that they have the false start.
Yeah, you make the decision right here. Let's see. I don't know.
Yeah.
On the offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So it's a loss of 5, but remember, there was a fumble there, so who knows exactly what may have happened. So it'll be 1st down and 15 after the loss there. Got to get to the 29-yard line. Check that 31. Got to get to the 31-yard line for a first down. Morris going to hand this one off to Youngblood, who's got a nice hole, and he crosses the 40 down to the 38. So it's a nice gain of about 5 there.
So here we go. The Gators making it tough. Start the second half.
Yeah, trying to make Jay earn this just a little bit more.
Run defense looks fantastic to start out. Not a whole lot going for them. The first down the Royals had was that pass play.
It's true. Yeah, so far we've seen a couple of losses for Jay, and then that nice little gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd down here and 12. This time Morris is going to throw again, and he's going to go over the top, and he's got his man wide open. Oh, mercy, just a last-second play there by number 1 for Baker. That's Calvin Wilkes, who gets it done on the offensive side and makes a last-second stop there.
So earlier, Hayden Morris threw a ball just a hair too far. This time, beautiful, just throws it up, knows his man has an opportunity, give him a chance, and he needed to throw it a little bit further.
Yep,
oh,
yep.
Man.
Yep, just threw it a little too short there because he was beat where the defenders, and could have been a touchdown, but instead it's going to be 3rd down and 12 now.
Perfect timing by Calvin Wilkes, by the way. Any half-second longer, and that's a pass interference.
So we're seeing Coach Watson throwing it a little more here in the second half early on. It's a throwing situation here, 3rd and long, and Morris going to roll out. He's going to go long again, and once again, his man is open, and oh, mercy! There's going to be another pass interference call as it was Grayson Sheehan, the intended receiver, and he was open, but pass interference.
I'm telling you, watching Sheehan running, he had double coverage, by the way, and then he sees that Morris is going to throw it to him, and all of a sudden he just kicks it into another gear, and it's too late. Wilkes can't catch up, so he grabs the jersey.
Sheehan comes up right away saying, where's that call? Oh, yeah, there it is.
On the defense, 15-yard penalty results in a first down.
Okay, so that 3rd and long ends up being now 1st and 10 down to the 29-yard line. It's a Pensacola State College, 1st and 10 as the Royals are moving here with 8:46 to go. In quarter number 3, they're already up big, and they'd love more points. They've been scoring at will. You heard Coach Watson mention that they've scored a touchdown every time they've had the ball, and he was very proud of that. Would like to do it again here as a pickup maybe of a couple there for Youngblood.
Yeah, again, I mean, great job up front by the Baker Gators. They're kind of stunting this run a little bit and, you know, forcing the Royals to throw the football. The only problem is the Royals are having fairly ease throwing the football right now.
Yeah, I mean, the few times we've seen incompletions, a couple of those are pass interferences, and it feels like, Jeff, incomplete or complete, the receivers have been open almost every time. their guys are breaking free for sure.
Do you have Hayden Morris in your fantasy team?
I did. Yeah, I've actually had the last couple. Last couple weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I'm no idiot. I knew he'd be up for the game tonight on TV. Was that a bold statement? I take it back. It's too much. Here comes Morris again. More fantasy yards as he is just getting down to about the 14-yard line. He's having a great night. And I would say, Jeff, that he is a contender for player of the game, as of course Award Master is giving out our trophies, and we've got a big trophy ceremony later. And Morris is going to be one of the players we're thinking about.
You mean our Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram player of the game?
That's precisely what I mean.
Now you see our Athletes Water fan cam. It is neon night, construction worker night, whatever you want to call it. Listen, look at that. That's the lion, right, Derek? Okay, Derek's giving me I'm not familiar with all this. I mean, the dress, whatever the get up was for the lion was throwing me a little bit. So
They're
that's
down
the
and short here, and Morris is Brother Wilkes is going to get outside, and he's going to try to get to the end zone, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah,
That's Hayden Morris. Yes, indeed. As we're just talking about whether or not he may be the player of the game, he has that huge play and gets into the end zone. Boy,
Forrest Jordan Associates touchdown right there. It's the generator, guys.
He's so quick.
And I believe they got a celebration penalty right here after the play. So you see the Royals happy. There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a happy Royal.
Having a big night, and that's another huge drive. That was 9 plays and 55 yards. So that is 5 possessions for Jay and 5 touchdowns for Jay.
Hayden Morris is 2 rushing touchdowns.
And of course, got a couple of throwing touchdowns as well. He's been terrific.
If dead ball, unsportsmanlike on the offense, the penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Okay. I threw the ball. The microphones we have on the refs are incredible.
I threw a ball.
Those are like the best mics I think we have.
Love it. Hayden Morris has been throwing football all night long. Make no mistake of it. Jacob
Lewis has had a good night on these extra points. He's missed 1, but now he's gotten 4 to convert, and that's 34 to nothing. And I say that because, of course, 35 would move to the running clock, but a missed extra punt, or rather extra kick earlier, keeps it 1 point away from that. So it's all Jay tonight, 34-0. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, the Gators will get the ball. Let's see what they can do.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
We're live and glad you're with us, and if you're a Jay Royals fan, you're really having a good night as they are up 34-0. And before the first kickoff, they celebrated last season's state championship in baseball that was won in the spring. So been a big night here as Baker would love to do something, and if nothing else, just get on the scoreboard. That's number 7, Terrence Clausell, who's going to get tackled right at the 35-yard line. That's great coverage from the Royals with 7 minutes to go here in quarter number 3. Jeff, we mentioned there's been 1 missed extra point tonight. Otherwise, it's 35-0, and this is a running clock. So I think that Coach Brunson is happy. At least he's going to have a normal opportunity out there with his offense. It doesn't have to worry about the fact that the clock's not going to stop, because we've talked about it before, Jeff, when we have nights like this, that it does turn into well, what can we work on? We can't just waste the night. We're not going to win, but what else can we get out of this?
Yeah, and for next week, I would say it probably gets a little bit easier, depending on how you look at it. For Baker, they're back home playing North Bay Haven, and for the Royals, they got a tough game. They're right back here again, but they're playing Chipley. We know how good Chipley is.
That's Joseph Blackshear, who isn't going anywhere in that Royals defense. has been terrific. They have not given up more than 8 points in a single game this year, and it seems like that probably will hold true tonight unless the Baker Gators can get something going. Remember, we talked about it off the top, both teams undefeated, so the Gators, they're not going to win tonight, but they will just move to 3-1. Meanwhile, the Royals off to a great start as they're going to move to 4-0, and for the second year in a row, they're going to be beating the Baker Gators, and you heard Coach Watson earlier tonight talk about how proud he was of that, getting over the hump last year against Baker and beating them for the first time in a while, and now they're going to get their second one tonight. 6:20 to go here, quarter number 3. Game began on the ground, but again, the Royals defense is prepped and ready. Might have picked up a yard, maybe 2. That would be about all. And that was, again, number 28, Lane Brewer, the senior fullback.
You talk
third down. Go ahead.
You talk about both teams being 3-0. They're also 1-0 in district. Now they play in the rural league. Everybody has their classification, and these smaller schools, kind of out here like Northview and all these other guys, play in that rural league. So obviously for the Gators right now, if things hold true, they will drop to 1-1, and the Royals will extend to 2-0.
Yep. Third down now and about 8. Going to roll out here under some pressure. We've seen that all night. Oh, it's completed. That's well done. It's going to be short of the first down. That's Jordan Preston who pulls it in, but they do complete the pass. That's a nice move on the run. Nice pass.
Yeah, it's the only bad part is it was a loss of about a yard.
Yeah, and it was already 3rd and long, so that's not ideal. Nonetheless, here's to small victories. We talked about what can you take out of it. It's going to be 4th down and long here. And let's just see what Coach Brunson wants to do. Looks like he's going to punt this one, as you'd expect. You never know when you're down this much, but got the punt team on here. And Sheehan is back. Grayson Sheehan, number 8 for the Royals. You get the feeling he'd love an opportunity to return a punt. He's had a tough night because he hasn't gotten too many chances as Baker's had difficulties on the punt. This is a good one.
Yeah, beautiful punt.
Yeah, and
look at the
takes
roll.
A great roll, too, and just keep rolling. All the way down inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. So that's one of the most successful plays of the night for Baker. Meanwhile, at the very end of the play, I'm talking well after a flag comes in. I'm not sure what happened here. Personal foul, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against the Royals.
Yeah, already a great punt, and now they're going to move back even more, will the Royals. With 4:42 to go.
After this, I've got an update on your Catholic versus Catholic.
Oh, wow.
On the return team, unnecessary roughness, half the distance, first down.
All right, so there we go. So half the distance and 1st and 10 now for the J Royals, already up big, 34-0. Go ahead.
According to you, it's just more fantasy yards, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Montgomery Catholic in the 3rd quarter, 21-0 over Pensacola Catholic.
Oh, no. Crusaders in some trouble tonight.
Yes, they are.
Well, you talked about Montgomery Catholic is great. And listen, you've literally said since before kickoff of game 1, which was at Catholic, that you thought Catholic was one of the best teams in the area. And certainly so far, that's what we're seeing. Kind of tells us how strong that Montgomery team is.
Absolutely.
Wow.
A couple of the scores real quick. Northview up 26-0 at the half over Central. West Florida and Walton. Walton up 38-14. And Escambia and Bay still tied at 7 in 3rd quarter.
By the way, we are back at Catholic next week for Friday Night Rivals as the handoff here doesn't go anywhere for Mr. Youngblood. Might have picked up a couple. That'd be about it. But, yeah, we're back at Catholic next week. Always nice to head over there to Gorecki-LeBeau.
Yeah, going to be a good game. Pine Forest travels into Pensacola Catholic. I say travels in like it's far. It's not far.
Actually, yeah, it's pretty close, really. 13 minutes maybe.
Always a fun time out there.
That's a 7:30 kickoff coming up 1 week from tonight. So, yeah, I look forward to it. Love going around Catholic, of course. Tonight we're at J, where our statistician Derek Diamond went. I went to Catholic. It's always fun to go back to Cat High. We need to go back to Northview, Jeff, where you went.
All right now.
Not this season.
We're rebuilding.
Here's Youngblood.
Got to get the transfer portal.
Get out wide and still on his feet. Heck of an effort there as he is able to get out near the first down. It's going to be close. That's a nice run from Youngblood.
No, you mentioned Northview. All these rural teams, boy, they're just Ironman football, hard-nosed running. It's important on the offensive lines, how good they are. That kind of dictates everything. It's all the same. It's just that old school football when you come into the north end of the county.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to watch,
yes.
By the way. It's just really good. It is. It does feel a little old school in the best possible way. So it's been nice. We saw that, of course, last week, too, when it was just like
Yeah,
almost.
Fort Walton Beach and West Florida Tech.
Yeah, I was all running. 4 pass plays in the entirety of the game last week.
Never thought I'd see the triple option so much in my life.
So that was enough for Youngblood to get the Pensacola State College 1st and 10. And this time around, he's coming the other way on the end around, and he's got another big gainer out past the 35-yard line to about the 36, and Youngblood's having a great night.
I mean, listen, Youngblood, just the way you think, okay, he's going to run to the edge. He's not going to run to the edge. Okay, they got him bottled up. I mean, this is about as well as you can play it defensively, and then he just pushes you aside and squeezes right through. That is a talented, talented young man.
Yes, indeed. That's good. For 14 yards, and I said just past the 40. Turns out his knee went down just before the 40, so it was at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10. From Pensacola State College, it's the J Royals. Just kind of having their way with Baker tonight, actually. Up big, 34-0. Got 27 of those in the first half. They've had the ball 5 times, and they've scored a touchdown on every possession. Here's Youngblood with another big hole trying to get outside after running up the middle. And that'll move the chains again, this time out to about the 45-yard line. Boy, he's been tough to stop.
Yes, he has. And, again, credit those big buffet busters up front. Boy, they are just mowing folks over right here, just creating these lanes. Look, Mr. Youngblood's a fantastic back, but he makes him even better when he's not touched till he gets 5 or 6 yards down the field.
Well, it's interesting, Jeff. We've seen the same thing, both sides of the half, which is to say early on in each half, the Baker D is really stuffed, Jay. And then after that first possession, the Royals have opened it up and started moving.
It's almost like they just woke up, took a sip of coffee, and came back to work.
Same thing both times. Here's Youngblood again, and this time the Baker D is on him, but still he picks up a couple as he gets to about the 47-yard line. It'll be 2nd down now. Another look.
Tackles made by number 56, Simon Yenor.
Good effort there from Baker. It's that time around. They hold Youngblood. He's running for 10 or 12. They'll take it if he just runs for 2 or 3.
Yeah, continue to chew the rest of that clock. Shorten this game as much as possible.
Yep, and at this point, we always say it. You know, you get a game like this, it's like, let's just end the game, make sure nobody gets hurt. That becomes more important.
Moving on to next week.
Exactly. 2nd down now, and he picked up again. We'll call it 3, so 2nd and 7 here. Just past the 45-yard line. There's Youngblood again. This time he's, oh, check that. Yeah, okay, sorry. They fooled me for a second. Then I thought Morris kept it. He did not. As Youngblood gets out to the 50, he picks up about 3 more. So it'll be 3rd and about 4, it looks like, as he just crosses midfield. That was a great fake there. It got me. Right there, when Morris cut up, I thought, wait, does he have it? They're down now.
Great job following the blocks as well. That's another thing I've been very impressed with, the offensive line. I talk about how well they play, but they are so well coached. You don't see a lot of holding penalties. Not a lot of penalties from either side tonight.
Yeah,
except
good point.
For some celebrations and some personal fouls with some heated things. Remember, this is a rivalry. These guys, they don't like each other a whole lot. I don't think Baker's coming to Cooter Browns to eat anytime soon.
And this is going to be, looks like a jump going against Baker. So it was going to be 3rd and I think just under 5. This may be enough if it goes against Baker to get them that free 1st down.
Ball, encroachment on the defense, 5-yard penalty results, the 1st down.
It was just enough. So that gets them to the 45-yard line, and instead of 3rd and 5, it's a 1st down as the Royals will just keep moving here with 28 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter.
See the student section?
Yeah, neon night, and they're having a great time. If you're a J Royal, this is a big night. You know, I mean, look, it's a big night that Friday Night Rivals came up here. We've never come before. And so, you know, they were excited about that, probably talking about that maybe since a lot more than this week when they first found out we were coming. I'm sure they were stoked. They've been incredibly welcoming to us today. I mean, just, it almost is always true, but they've been just really, really great as Youngblood this time gets back to the line of scrimmage. And so it's a big night, and they're certainly doing their part of that with a huge lead, 34-0, as the 3rd quarter officially comes to an end, and you can see the situation. It really is all J tonight, up 34-0. When we come back, it's the 4th quarter. Stay with us, and of course, still to come, we've got a trophy ceremony, always fun after the game.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
All right, we're back. 12 minutes to go, and the J Royals are up big, 34-0. Right now, second down and 11 as they are across midfield at the 46-yard line of the Baker Gators, having a big night. They've had no problem converting on big plays, and if I'm not mistaken, that is the 8th straight play that Mr. Youngblood got the handoff. So clearly they're going into move that clock mode, and Youngblood, I mean, he's just been awesome. It's another big game.
I've got Youngblood on my fantasy team.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
You're
he's
having
my
a big
flex
night.
player
Smart.
this week.
That is smart.
And I have the J Royals defense.
Wow. Wow. Boy.
Just had a feeling, huh?
Yeah, you're in a good place, Jeff.
This fictional fantasy.
Meanwhile, I had the Crusaders offense, and so
what
down
offense?
21-0 tonight. Don't worry, they're a third quarter team.
At the Fighting Christian Garments.
Third down and 4 here. And here's Youngblood again, and he has got it again, and then some, and forget about it. He's going to take it to the house on 3rd and 4, and he's worked all night, and this time around it pays off. James Youngblood. To the end zone he goes. It is now 40-0. Wow.
That's our Forrest Jordan and Associates touchdown. The generator guys, man, oh man, how about this? You know, it looked like Youngblood was just kind of like, okay, they're going to tackle me eventually. I'm just going to bounce off, and yeah, whatever. I mean, he's got to be tired. That's like.
On that drive, Youngblood had 9 carries and 91 yards.
So he's probably got like 42 tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Heck of a game by the young man.
He was awesome there. And speaking of heck of a game, Jacob Lewis has been kicking extra points all night. He gets another one, 41-0. So we're going to take a break. And, of course, we now will move to a running clock because the lead is more than 35. It's a huge night for the J Royals. We'll be right back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
So there you go. It moves to the running clock now, and there are the very clear rules. If one team is up 35 or more, and that's the case, it's now 41-0 after the half, then the clock does not stop unless you've got timeouts, injuries, or any sort of like an unsportsmanlike conduct. But for the most part, at this point, the clock is not going to stop there. And you can see Baker going to start the drive at about the 33 or 34-yard line.
Well, you know, Coach Watson talked about, hey, listen, these guys had us for a few years. They had their number. They couldn't find the win column right there last year. They finally broke the streak. Well, now you're creating your own streak, Coach Watson.
At least 2. Yes, indeed. And look, Jay's going to move to 4-0, and they've looked real good tonight. I mean, Hayden Morris has had a very good game. He's looked terrific. Obviously, James Youngblood has been awesome. Grayson Sheehan, another guy who's had a big night, and Brady Godwin has as well. So they're looking good. It's a good time to be a Royal, that's for sure. Case Armstrong, your quarterback for the Gators here. And he's going to go to the air right away. Throws it a little high there. So this will be an instance where you're going to see that, of course, the clock isn't going to stop. Normally an incomplete pass, it would stop, but notice that it just keeps rolling there.
Hey, Christian.
Yes, sir.
As we see our heating air instant replay. So we talked about next week.
Yeah.
Baker plays, or they're back home playing North Bay Haven. Chipley comes here for the Royals in what, as of right now, will be a matchup of 4-0 teams.
Undefeated, wow.
Love it.
So that's a week from tonight as here's the Athletes Drink Athletes Water fan cam. So Looks like next week, if Chipley holds on tonight, it'll be the 4-0 Jay Royals hosting the 4-0 Chipley. What's Chipley's? I'm blanking.
The Tigers.
The Tigers, thank you.
The Tigers.
Okay. Here you can see. That's Terrence Clausell gets outside, but doesn't pick up much, maybe a couple. It'll be 3rd down and about 8, it looks like, with 9 minutes to go here on this running clock situation. In the interest of everybody, a game like this, it's like, let's just get the clock down to 0 before anybody gets hurt. Game's over. It's been long. I mean, you knew when 27-0 at the half, it felt extremely unlikely that the Gators had a shot because they were just having a tough time doing anything, and certainly that's played out that way here in the second half as well. Royals defense, we talked about it off the top. They've had a great season. They're not giving up much. They haven't given up more than 8 points in any game, and tonight they have a real good chance, I think, to pitch the shutout. Gonna get outside here, but the Royals D is just all over it. That's Joseph Blackshear on the carry, but they're not giving it up that easily. They just refuse, does this Royals defense. And moving back the other way, that's gonna make it 4th and 11.
It's tough.
Thought for a second here Blackshear might have a shot to get outside.
And that's just been, credit the Royals defense is relentless, I think is the word for them tonight. They just never stopped. Obviously, the first drive of the first half and the second half, they got gashed a little bit for a few plays and then turned around and back to golden again.
Yep. So it's 4th down and 11. Clock is rolling, of course. Don't forget tonight at 10:15, it's Prep football final with Dan Shugart, and that's worth noting. We're going to be finished, I think, with this game, barring something crazy, well before the 10 o'clock news starts. It's always nice when it works out that way. You can watch us, then go catch Bob Solarski and the team at 10 o'clock on Channel 3 News, and then, of course, you've got Shugart at 10:15. So there is a timeout. That will stop the clock, and that's also going to give us an opportunity to take a quick break with 7:32 to go. The Jay Royals are having themselves a big night, up 41-0. This is Friday Night Rivals. We'll be right back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
All right, we're back. It is 4th down and 11 for the Baker Gators, and they are trailing big, as you can see, 41-0. Coach Brunson called that timeout. Wanted to talk about things, and they are going to punt. Right now, Jay doesn't have anybody back. Not looking to return, just going to let it go where it goes, putting no pressure on. And there you go. It's going to stop right around the 40-yard line. So the Royals offense will come back on here, and they're going to do everything they can, I think, to make this the final possession of the game. And look at that. This is great. We need something for scale. Jeff, you saw this before the game, and you literally said, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. It's the baby Kona ice truck, but serving up the goods. I love it.
It looks like a little golf cart.
It
just
does.
Serving Kona ice. Yeah,
oh, man. I love it. I've never seen that before. You know, it's always nice. We see Kona ice at so many of these games, but that's really cool. And I kind of wish I had one.
When you back up,
yeah, you get the
really
perspective of how small it is. It's great. I love it.
They were towing it behind a truck, and I was like, why are they towing a golf
you
cart?
Literally,
I was
that's
wait
so
a minute,
cute.
That's Kona ice.
So funny.
That is awesome.
And looks like another timeout has been called, this time by the Royals, so that will give us another chance to take another quick break. When we come back, the Royals up huge, going to try and run this clock down.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.
right, we're back, and here come the Royals. With 6:40 to go, we've seen a couple of timeouts after the running clock. That's one of the few things that would actually stop the clock, but both Baker and now Jay have called timeouts, so we'll see if that happens again or if at this point we're just going to be cruising through this final 6:37 there at the clock begins. 1st and 10 for the Royals, and I am positive they would like very much just to end things here. And that's number 82 on the carry for the Royals, and that's the first time he's had the ball tonight. That's Errol Barlow. And, of course, no surprise, Jeff, we're going to see these starters pulled at this point, I think.
Yeah, and at quarterback, we talked about, well, the Youngblood running the football. That's James Youngblood. His brother, Jalen Youngblood, is the backup quarterback, is in the game right now.
He's now in as well. So, yeah, Coach Coach Watson has got the starters out. No reason for them to be in there at this point. Just a matter of trying to run this clock down and trying to finish things off. It's been a huge night for the J Royals. 2nd down, that was a pickup of 4. Nice play, 2nd and 6. Got to get to right at the 50. Oof. And we're going to have a false start. Jeff, how'd you see it? You got such an eagle eye. I don't know how you caught that.
False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
That is Mikey Bird.
Okay.
Don't like calling out the offensive line, calling negative things.
It's okay.
They've played extremely well tonight.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah, they've had a great
get his
night.
name out there.
So it was 2nd and 6, now 2nd and 11, back at the 39-yard line. I know Coach Watson has appreciated the fact that they've scored a touchdown every time they've had the ball. That may not happen this time as Barlow gets it again, because right now the mission is just to try and run the clock down. But 3rd down now, and that's another loss. It's going to be 3rd down and about 13. So
a couple last-second scores for you before we will be done here. By the way, South Alabama last night. I'm sure it was all over the news and everything, but I was watching a little bit of this game, didn't catch it when it was getting out of hand like this. South Alabama was 0-2. Northwestern State came in. Look, Northwestern State, a much lower tier team, but it doesn't matter. South 87, Northwestern State 10.
That is incredible.
That's
87
the most points by an FBS team in quite some time, by the way.
Unbelievable output.
Oof.
3rd down, and he actually ended up only losing a couple there. They gave him a couple back, so it's 3rd and 12.
Oh, you got to get the football.
Yeah.
How did he get that, by the way?
Yeah,
that looked like a magic trick.
I'm with you. Seriously, like the handoff was kind of messed up. They were out of range. He didn't grab it, and it looked like it was going to be a fumble. And then all of a sudden, it's like he has it.
I thought the ball was on the ground.
Yeah, let's watch this again. This is something. So he doesn't have it. Look.
Look.
Oh, he's just kind of okay, there you go.
Beautiful. I don't know.
Uses his left leg. He kind of palmed it like Jordan there, and then used his leg to bring it in. But it's 4th down, and looks like another timeout has been called here.
No, I think they're getting the punt team ready over there.
Yeah, they're just getting the punt team ready. Not a timeout is called.
No timeout.
So 3:43 to go here.
While we get ready for them to punt it away, first time we've said that tonight for the Royals.
Yep.
T.R. Miller over Flomaton 56-7. Our local score around here. PHS is up 20-7 over Destin.
There you go.
Is up on Central right now. Bay over Escambia 14-7. And
nice
Tate
punt.
over Milton 24-6, as well as, hey, we talked about this one earlier. Pine Forest Choctaw. We'll have Pine Forest and Pensacola Catholic. Pine Forest Choctaw, what a barn burner. Tied at 14. Pace all over Gulf Breeze 48-0. And Niceville over Crestview right now 35-7. Still have not got an update lately over the Montgomery Catholic, Pensacola Catholic. It's still saying 21-0. And that is your Herd Real Estate Sideline Report.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. That was a terrific punt. And so the Baker Gators, as it went out of bounds right at the 30-yard line, are going to take over there as the clock just continues to roll. Baker would absolutely love, I think, to get some points. Hate to get shut out, but that's a tall order at this point. They've had just no luck at all moving this ball against Jay. And Jay not ready there as Baker hit the line of scrimmage. Yeah, and they're still scrambling right up to the last play there. Last second, I should say. And that's going to be picked off. And this could be pick 6. Yes, indeed. That is going to be a pick 6. There's a flag that came in, but that's Tanner Mandel. And I think we may have a block in the back. So this may be coming back. And Mandel is going to be sorely disappointed if he finds out that's not going to be a pick 6. We'll see what the call is.
Boy, I tell you what, and that ball was thrown to Lane Brewer right there. Wasn't even looking for it. Case Armstrong throws it out there.
Depending on how long this takes to sort this out, I wouldn't be surprised if the game ends right here. Under 2 minutes to go, and that clock's not stopping. Let's see here. Yep, make sure. No, it looks like it's not going to be a touchdown.
All right, here we go.
Yep.
A personal foul, blindside block on the defense after the return, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So it will still be Royals football.
Yeah.
It was after the interception.
And you know Tanner Mendel here.
Oh, let's see if we can
He's
find
going to
it.
be.
Boom!
Oh, there
Yep,
it was.
that
Yep.
is definitely not necessary.
Whew.
Oh, that's something to talk about.
There you go. So you know Mandel's like, oh man, I had that pick six. Not to be though. So the game is going to end with the 41-0 final here, down to the final minute, and that means that the Royals may have to snap it once or twice at the most. We'll see how they play the clock here. I think they're going to have to probably snap it 2 times. Down to 50 seconds, and yeah, those cheerleaders are having a lot to cheer about tonight as their team has been terrific, up huge.
Big night if you're wearing royal blue.
For sure. And it was a big night before the kickoff when they celebrated the baseball team's recent state title, victory formation here. And I think
that'll be it.
That's it. Yep, that's going to do it. So well done, and kudos to the J Royals, who are going to win big. And they do get that shutout as the Baker Gators walk off very slowly and very disappointed, but a big night to celebrate if you're a J Royals fan. It's the first time Friday Night Rivals has ever come to Jay, and they did not disappoint from the moment the crew got here when they were so accommodating, so nice. The band boosters were incredible. Our generator actually got delivered to the wrong side of the field. They were like, we got your back. They brought over a nice little cart for us and helped us move it over. They got us Cooter Browns tonight, did the accommodating team here at Jay, and Cooter Browns came through. So it's just been an A-plus experience, and to cap it off with a huge win for Jay. I know they're going to be real proud of everything that happened tonight, Jeff.
Absolutely. The game didn't go as planned. We kind of thought this was going to be a little bit closer, but we knew it had that old school feel running the football, but you just saw the Royals are for real. They are extremely physical up front.
Yeah.
For the Gators, Coach Brunson's got some work to do. He's got some good athletes over there. They got to find some different ways to try to move the football, but for the Royals, boy, 4-0 next week going into what looks like a 4-0 Chipley, that's going to be a heck of a matchup for them, and I'm sure they'll be ready.
No doubt about that. So we will step away, but when we come back, of course, it's the trophy ceremony, player of the game, and a sack of the game as well. So we've still got some stuff to do. Stay with us here as we close out Friday Night Rivals coming up next.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals.